Everyone, and today we will go over a tutorial on how to do basic animation on your phone. The first thing you want to do is you want to install clipart. I will show the image and also where you download it on Google Play Store, and also as well as just a basic animation. So what I was thinking of that I was going to do is I was just going to simply draw a boulder. And then with that boulder, I'm simply going to draw a background to where that boulder goes down on that hill. So I'm simply going to make the hill, and then I'm going to make a ramp. And then I'm going to make a little basket for that, or a basket tower per se, for that boulder to go inside. And currently I'm just trying to get it done quickly, which is of course why I'm not gonna do something more complex and detail, which I could show an example. And really you can look at my animation list. I have a lot of animations, even though still I don't really go into detail about my animations, because then it becomes harder to animate them. And yeah, so now I got the boulder, just gotta fix that there. Okay, that's good. And if you're wondering about what recording software I'm using Mobizen. You could also check that up if you want to record your own stuff as well. So now I got the boulder. Now I'm just going to go to the frame viewer, and then I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste about 40 frames. And if you're not aware about what these frames do, each frame in general is a picture, and with each picture is a different part of a story that can be related to the same story or to whatever you really want, per se. Of course, that story is an image for the most part. And if you want to use this software, all you go is to use the copy tool, more or less. You hit this box on the top right, or on the top, more or less, but then you just copy and select them by holding and clicking on them. Sometimes it takes a while to get used to it. I know it took a while for me to get used to it too, so yeah. And then I'm still kind of new at animation, but at least I can show this tutorial of how to do it, because it's fairly easy to show how to do it for the most part. And now I got 28 frames. Oh, I got 30. Okay. So now all we're going to do is I need to name this layer, which is the boulder on the left in the paper screen. And I'm just going to name it rock. And then I'm just going to put an overlay layer. And then I go to frame 2. And I switch it around. And now it's going into a falling phase. So now I just have to make sure it rolls around. And the biggest thing, if you're going to do any kind of animations like this, is you could, if you aren't really caring about whether you do it on phone or not, you can go for Adobe Flash Player Animated, I think, or whatever. I don't know the exact name because I haven't really honestly used it, because I honestly find doing animations on a mobile phone is easier versus on a computer, which is the biggest reason why. But yeah, pretty much what you see me doing is I'm going through frame, and I'm just simply selecting the item and moving it. There. Anyway, I'm just going to pause it here and show you the rest of the animation later on. So now I'm just going to overview the basic animation of it going down the hill, slowly, by frame by frame. And there you have it. For the most part, if you're not aware, if you see the lasso on the right side of the screen that's kind of orange, when it's orange it means I have it selected. Like is for the T for tapping words, and then you have the eraser for clearly erasing, and the bucket to fill something in. Like per se, I want to make this boulder blue for whatever reason. And then of course the drawing mechanism, which is over here, is just to draw something, whatever you would want. And then you have the undo buttons on the left, and then you have the 2 pages of copy paper on the left, and then you have the clipboard, which means paste, on the left, and then you have the layers on the left. But for the most part, now I'm just going to animate this jumping in to this basket right here. And now pretty much it's all done for the animation aspect of it. And I'll just hit play. And then it repeats itself over and over. But yeah. And I would go into more detail about coloring and what details you could put on it, but that's more or less a drawing tutorial. And yeah. Now I'm just going to pause here and I'm going to show you exactly where it is in Google Play Store, and then just overview the name. So this is exactly what I was talking about. It's called Flip-a-Clip Cartoon Animation. And as you can see, if you go back, there's also on Locker for $4. And that just allows you to use more layers and everything else. And then you can see the projects: Shark, Flip-a-Clip Animation, Classics, the intro and all that. And then the project names that you select, and the fish and all that. But for the most part, that's pretty much it for having the ability to animate your own stuff and so on and so forth. But thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.